Hey folks, Matt from Art of the Image. Terry White has a guest post by Jason Lykins on the Nikon SB-700. Now, I've done an earlier post on the 700, and by all accounts and looking at the specs, it looks like it's going to be awesome. I'm after reading Jason's post on his review. I think I'm going to go pick some up. I may even trade my SB-800s in for them. Jason says basically that this SB-700, despite what Nikon says, is as powerful as the 800s and doesn't have the thermal shutdown problems of the SB-900. And basically, overall, he is thoroughly impressed with this. It sounds like he doesn't see the need to put 900s in his bag at all. He's ordered more 700s after getting his initial one. And just a fantastic review here. He's got some photos of what he's doing with the CLS system and the 700s. Again, he says the power output's on par with the 800, which I like that, you know. Yeah, he says he spoke to a Nikon rep and the 700 isn't going to actually replace the 600. That'll be interesting to see. Nikon tends to say things like that until they sell out of stock. For instance, somebody pointed out to me that Nikon D90 is still showing in the Nikon lineup. Technically, is it part of the current lineup? I'm going to say no, but they're going to want to clear out their stock. It's an excellent camera, so don't get me wrong there. You should certainly consider buying it if you're in the market. But is it technically part of the new lineup? And I wonder if that's how Nikon's kind of working the 600, 700 deal. The other thing is as he points out, he says, you know, he's tested it and it's as powerful as the SB-800. Again, Nikon's not going to want you to know that because they don't want to take away from potential sales of the 900. But if the 700 is as powerful as the 800, and most of us are very happy with our 800s, you can upgrade to the newer model of flash, doesn't have the thermal shutdown problems of the SB900, and you can get a killer flash with some other advantages. I believe the 700 has the three-way turning, whereas your 800 can only rotate to the side one way, and it can only go partially to the side the other way. So you get full directional rotation and a lot of other advantages. I mean, he puts the caveat. He says it's a huge improvement. His exclusion, he points out, doesn't have a traditional PC input. I've gotten away from using those altogether. For those of you that need them, there's ways around it. You get the little shoe mount that has the plug-in for it. But basically, most of us are using wireless remote triggers, so you don't need it. You know, they have a shoe on them. And, you know, if you do need it, there's ways around that too. And so he's basically, looks like, you know, giving it 2 thumbs up. And he said, what I found was an awesome flash with the power control and options that make it a must-have for my flash arsenal. I will be adding more of these great units to my flash bag as needed. So I'm going to put one on order, and I'm going to play around with it. And basically, if it's as he's saying here, from what I'm reading and from what I've already, you know, gone through with the specs when I reviewed it, I think I'm probably going to end up getting rid of my 800s in favor of the 700s. Now, you can sell the 800s for a good buck still online used, so you're not going to pay much in the upgrade process, but or hang on to them and add flashes with the 700s. Anyways, let me know what you think. I'll post a link to the article down below so you can have a look. It's over at Terry White's blog. Big Adobe guru and interesting read of a blog. You might want to bookmark it as well. Let me know what you think of the review. Are you thinking of adding a 700 now? Do you still think you need the 900? You know, it's a little more powerful? Or are you thinking like I'm thinking the 7 is the way to go? So, or are you happy with 600s? I mean, I'm not getting rid of my 6s. They make nice remotes and they're cheaper. So, things to think about. Post your comments below. Let me know what you're thinking about the SB-700. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon with some more video posts, some more articles. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on at the world of photography here at Art of the Image. And thanks for tuning in, folks.